No? We're good. All right. No, we're good. Lee in Canada and Judy in the Great North. Nice. Rachel. Yeah, I like it when I see nice people here. We'll start here officially here in a moment. Kerwin's here with me. Right here. He's large and in charge. Hopefully not too in charge. You know what I mean? We are going to do something kind of a fun thing. There he goes. He's going to go grab the office chair. That's what he likes to do. He likes to be large, and it's turning on him right now. Because it's swiveled. That's so funny. We'll start for real here in just a minute. Oh, he's already recovered. You guys did great on your craft roulette this week. Well done, guys. Very nice job. And what really slayed me was Buell's pun, her play on words. I didn't even catch it. Patty caught it. It was about the cupcake. I didn't even catch it. She knows, Buell understands English puns better than I do. That's just, and I understand a lot. A5K, how are you? Anyway, I thought they were just remarkable. I'm gonna go back through them, I think, hopefully tomorrow a little bit and enjoy them a little more because I didn't get, I kind of study them. There she is. Buell's right there going, yeah, you understand English better. It's your first language, right? English? My first language is English too. Oh, hi, Ashley. Yay. Yeah, we're just going to make, so when I was making, well, we'll get started here. Oh, we've got a couple minutes to get people in. If you do want to make stuff with me, I have a collection of pattern paper, a little bit of cardstock handy. I'm going to use pretty much long, skinny stamps. Anything that would look good on a spine of a book. I think this is a cute project. I don't know that I've ever done it before, so that's kind of what and then something for the background for the bookcase. Or shelf. You could do a shelf too. Oh, there's so much you can do with this. You can have bookends. Oh, just getting me started. That's why I thought we were going to do Christmas this month, but I may end up doing bookends and bookcases for evers. Jamie's in the back row. That a girl. It's color wheel and value. What? Checking in art class today. Oh, color wheel and value. Nice. You'll be back at 7. Good. Thank you, Rachel, for that reminder. Yes, hit that like button. Swink the background. You could totally swink the background. I did some swinking today, as a matter of fact, on a couple cards I had to send. Oh my gosh. I don't know, Janet Flanagan's list or whatever has got me spurred, but I have sent at least 15 cards in the last 2 days. And I don't just send cards, I write. Okay, let's get started. So we can get this show on the road. Thank you guys for being here. And we will be back to chat and craft in just a second. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. Welcome to Fun University. Hello, Mary Gunn. I'm Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University. Welcome you to, look, I put something here, right here. Welcome to Study Hall, July. The first one in July 2021. What Study Hall is me just kind of playing with papers and stamps and inks. And it's not a real detailed class. It's pretty much just hanging out and exchanging notes and talking about what we do. This particular class, I am all jazzed up about what I made for Craft Roulette on Friday, episode 68, which was some book spines. It doesn't sound very happy or very good. Ooh, the spine is very important to a book as well. And I think it's because, well, one, I was looking for a book that I couldn't find because I wanted to cut a story out of it and send it to a friend of mine because I wasn't going to read it again. And then the other thing was I love to look at my books in my library. I love the way they look. We have our living room is what we call our library. So it has some big bookcases in it, and it has like only a few chairs. But so I love to look at my book spines because they're like buddies. They're like my old friends. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, yeah. So I love book spines, and there are so many different flavors of book spines. You can do children's books. Wouldn't that be a cute happy birthday card? Especially if you were giving a basket of books. Now you're talking. You could do like the vintage books with the gold embossing on them. Oh, those would be good. Kind of roughed up, leathery looking things. You could do how-to looking books. You can do craft looking books. You can do bright color books, all one color books. You could do ombre color books. You know, they do arrange books. You can buy, did you know, you can buy books, like just display books. They're not real. And they're based on color of the spines. That's a little funny to me, but that's what the world has become. So let's go down to paper and we'll start talking about what this really is. Oh, cool deal there, Julie. Nice to have you for our first class. This is just a very, very casual class. So, nothing too big about this one. This is just very casual. These are the 2 cards that I made for, oops, that one's upside down, for Craft Roulette this week. This one was this one I made first, I think. I don't remember. But it's just using some basic paper scraps. These happen to be pattern paper scraps. That was a piece of cardstock paper scrap. And this is what I found that I liked for these projects. Something in the background for the bookcase. Some pattern paper for the books. And you can decide how you want them to look, if you want them all pink, if you want them all bright colors, if you want them white with just a little ink on the edges, that would be cute too. And then what I thought was fun was to make the sentiment stretch out over the book. So that this one says, "Thanks for making me smile, my friend." And this one bothers me because there should be a comma right there. But that's how it is. Hey, Chris from Ecuador, how are you tonight? And then I think a little bookmark is kind of a fun little thing too. You can just do anything with these. This is my kind of project. This is my flap, which was a parameter for the episode, and it just opened up like that. It's also on a regular A2 size card. You could make this on any size card too. If you wanted a really long one, a slim line, you could make a whole library, and you could put little things sticking in there, and Ashley could put little mice sticking up at the top. That would be cute. You could do Christmas cards too. I was thinking like 'twas the night before Christmas, and then having one of the books cross-eyed like that, or crossways, with a little mouse sleeping. So, there's just, this is my kind of project where you can just get wacky, crazy, fun, excited, and just make it so individual but not hard. So, I have a piece of paper here with some suggestions. Let me move that over here so I don't forget. Some of the things, so I have also some just random paper scraps. I thought these would look like kind of a pretty bookcase. You could do this way too if you wanted to and make more books. You could make some of the books going up and down, and you could make some of the books going crosswise. I mean to tell you, this is just, this is a beauty. This is so much fun. I also have my stamps here that say a house is not a home without a cat, or a house is not a home without a dog, and I may end up using those too. Hi TR, hi Janet. Janet, I don't know what it is. I think it's your card list that you have started. I have sent, I think, 15 cards in the last 24 hours. So thank you for that inspiration. Okay, so these are my papers that I have laid out for ideas. These are some of the long, skinny things that I thought might be good for book titles, which is what we're going to do our sentiment in. I'm so glad we're a thing. So you can just do a long title and break it into pieces like I'm so glad we're a thing. That would be a great book title, wouldn't it? We're a thing, and then you can come back in and with something else. Heartfelt thanks. Heartfelt anniversary. That kind of thing. So you can mix up the fonts, no problem. You can also look, the other thing that I think is kind of fun for these projects are little stamp sets that you can use across or in part of the design of the spine or in that little cross piece on the spine. So there's several things that are going on in spines. There we go. Some of them have little pictures. Well, aren't we just under attack? Some of them have little pictures, and some of them have names of publishing houses. Some of them, they'll have a section in here that is a different color, and then they'll have different things, and then they'll have a design with some squirrely things with gold filigree and things like, or gold embossing and different things. So you can go real fancy. This one, I just added some little jewels, which isn't very realistic for a spine, but it's still pretty. And you could also put a bookmark that hangs with the dangle with some beads or some little tassels or whatever if you wanted to make it a little bookmark over the top. So, I mean, it's endless what you can do. All right, so that's what I have just laid out here, just things like this one. Life is a road trip. That will be life is like, and you could do that in different books, a road trip. And so it could be different titles. I think it's kind of fun. Enjoy each day. That could be a part of the title too. So you just can't. And here's Sharon's red chair. You could do a book about the red chair. And you don't have to break them up either. May joy fill your heart and home. That could be one. That could be a whole title. And so you'll always be my forever. You can just do whatever you want. It's just wide open, and I think it's great fun. Another thing that I thought was a great little thing to have is to look down deep into those stamp sets of yours and see if you can find some small images. Like this one has the birthday cake that I used right here and a little glass right here, which was my glass for the parameters. Little hearts, little jars, anything that you can find that's little. This could be great for a little cookbook section where you're sending a scrapbook of your favorite recipes or just a few of your recipes or something along those lines. Maybe Xerox copies of your recipes. I don't know what people do anymore. Here's some little trees that would look cute, a little fire for a hot book. I'm not sure. You could do a spiritual book or a dicey book. You could do anyway, and little flowers. You could do all sorts of things. There's some little faces. There's a little squigum. Squigums would make a good book cover. And then these I think this is a fun little stamp set too. Oh my gosh, OMG would be a great book title. OMG and then happy anniversary or whatever. It's just you're amazing. OMG, you're amazing. Happy birthday. You can just do anything. So let's get started and we'll figure this out as we go because it's kind of one of those things at least it's one of those things that I would do better not planning too far ahead and just letting it go a little organically. If you're not that kind of person, you don't have to be. You can definitely have a plan. So that's good too. This is another thing. This is one of those pre-printed things. Have great hope. That would be you could fit that in as a title as well. So on this one, I had him going this way, and then I thought, well, not all books go the right way, so we'll go ahead and just twist that. If you are OCD about these things, I'm so sorry. But anyway, that was 2 stamps as well. So just broke it down and made it work. This is a project you don't have to have special stamps, you don't have to have dies, you don't have to have anything really except for some scraps and a little bit of imagination. So that's my style, that's my shtick, that is definitely my jam. So okay, I'm just gonna get a regular old A2 size card. It's top folding, it doesn't really matter, I don't suppose, but I guess it could. You know, something that you could do here also, you know, oh my gosh, here we go. We could just go on forever. But you could make it would be kind of cute if it just stood up like that, wouldn't it? So, yep, I think that's kind of good. So in the background, on these both, I did have a background mat and then like the case. This one has the brown case around it, so maybe a background mat. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm not going to glue it down yet. This one's definitely going to be the case. The case. I've lost my silver measuring doohingus. There it is. Hang on. The doohingus has been found. All right. So roughly, these are going to be 1/4 of an inch smaller than the one on top of it, I think. 4 inches for the back mat. 3 3/4, yep, for the bookcase, and then the inside of the bookcase is 3 1/2. So this one's going to be my inside, so I'm going to make that 3 1/2. And as far as height goes, the inside of the bookcase is I'm going backwards this time, is going to be, oh dear, 4 5/8. Well, we might want to change that to something. The bookcase itself is 5, and then the outside mat is 5 1/4. So 5 1/4, 5, and 4 3/4 will be just fine for my purposes. Okay, that's my bookcase. All those wood papers that you have that you love, but you want to use something. A dicey book, a naughty book, I guess, just kind of hot. A hot dicey book. We don't do those here. We just don't do those here. So we have that, and then we could put a darker, maybe a dark brown around that, I think. Or you could make it look like a room. I don't think they have to be real matchy-matchy. My house is all kind of blah, but you can go. You don't have to have it look real. I think I kind of like it when it's not quite as predictable as some things. So, and I know this paper is old and I want to use it, so let's see what it looks like. Let's just test it. And this one is going to be the 1/4 inch brought down. I think I'm going to have something around that. But first, before we decide if we're going to do that, another thing that I like to do on this was get my little spongies out and give it some depth, because it's in the shadow, right? It's inside of a case. So it is in the shadow, and let's just see if that sets it off, or if I need to have a little bit of a light mat around it, which I am not opposed to doing. It's not, my books are floating. This isn't a realistic kind of situation. Hi, Sherry Bradley. How are you tonight? You Miss Moderator, you. Thanks for showing up and being a part of our life here. Appreciate you. Okay, so I don't know if that really sets it off enough. I think it might need just a little bit of something. Just a little cream color. Cream. Here's a nice scrap. That would work. I don't want much showing. I just want a little something to give some contrast and set it off. I don't want it to be the star of the show. Gosh, that would make a pretty book spine. You start looking at things differently when you start making book spine cards. Oh, that would be a great card, or a great small piece of paper. The The book spines themselves are about an inch wide. They can vary. There's no, I don't think there's any particular right or wrong on it. I know it's kind of what you want. If you have like 3, you can get some pretty good sentiments on it for titles. If you want like this one, I added just that little space because these were just a little small. So I added a filler. It was a filler. It wasn't anything fancier than that. I think we can go ahead. Do I want that knot at the top? Might see some of it. And then I was thinking of all the quotes you can use with books. Like the one that I did here was something about you wrote another beautiful chapter in your life, in your book of life or whatever. And oh, that's ancient. That's really cute though. That would be a good nursery book spine. You can do nursery things. I like it. Oh, Sherry, you're going to have to tell me what's going on later here, because I can't read about that important stuff right there. Okie doke. So if I'm only going to do 3 book spines, let's look at our options. We might do that's a pretty one. Might go real detailed. I don't know. These are pretty fancy books. I think they got them at the half price store. And then I have a couple pieces here that I just want to use for decoration. I think this will be great for decoration. This one I pulled out is kind of bent, and I can pull it out and I can maybe make a mat out of that one because it's all bent up and who cares? This one might also, I was thinking, if I have this one, you could cut that rose out as part of a spine. So that would be kind of pretty. And this just looked kind of booky. Whatever booky looks like. And then this one looked like old cracked leather. So I don't love the color, but I think it looks nice with the blues. So I'm going to go ahead and cut one of these. I don't think I'm going to make him as big as the other ones because he's the brightest. So I don't want him to be the biggest because I don't want him to be a hog. So let's make this one's nice and quiet. 1 1/4. We'll decide on the height. We'll make this one about 1 1/1. Do we want it 1? How much space do we have here? Let's be mathematic. Oh, that didn't work so well. 3 1/2. Pardon me. 3 1/2. Okay, so if we have that, and we have 1. Probably another. This one might work. Maybe, whoops, he's a little too tall. Thanks, Julie. I'm glad. Yep. There's so many. I mean, when you start looking at your papers and your stamps as books, you just have a whole new world to explore. Let's make this one 3/4. Let's make it 7/8 or something. We can always add some. Then we'll have our filler. We want a little bit on the edges. We might have to bring this down a little bit. And we'll have our filler be this little gold guy. And, oh, that's not so easy. Oh, that's not so easy. Over to the big guy. Let's just get some basic shapes in here. And then we can trim everybody up. Don't even know what our title is yet. Okay, the thing about books, though, if you're doing a book thing, oh, and book club. There's lots of book clubs now. This would make a really cute thank you for a book club member, or even a set of cards for a hostess gift. But you don't want your books to overlap, because that's not how books are. And we're so realistic here. So we definitely don't want to not be realistic. So I'm seeing that's about 1/4 of an inch too broad. And he's not my favorite, so I'm going to go for him. I'm going for him. I'm taking him down. I am. So he is going to be 3/4 of an inch. Okay. This guy's still one of my faves. This guy I think is just too big for his britches, for his spine. Okay, so how much do I have to take off here? Let's just line them up and then I can see. If I take a 1/4 of an inch off of this guy, I'm definitely doing the eyeball technique. Yep, absolutely. Sorry for those who don't like eyeballing, but that's the way it goes. And all these little trims are definitely the best way to use some of those. We can use those again on other books, and that pulls the image all together. Oh, without effort. Don't you love it? Okay, so that's can go there, and then this guy can go down a little bit too. Then we'll work on their height. So let's just make him an inch. And then, you know, I've only made 3, so, and I wasn't really paying attention to the sizes, so I think in time I could get pretty good at going, okay, I need 3 of this size, 2 of that size, that kind of thing. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy. Let's look at that compared to this. All right. I think I'm okay with that. I don't know if there's a go-to great way to do the talls and the shorts, but mix it up besides mixing it up. So let's make him just a little shorter. We're going to give him some definition too with some ink. That's okay. This guy is definitely too tall. So I think we might, you know, we might actually tone him down a little bit with some ink blending. And then this guy is so pretty, but I don't want him to be the same size, so off with your head. But I do like this guy being on the outside. I think that he's too light to be on the outside. I think he gets kind of lost in that. I'm happy with that situation right there. So let's see, what do we have? We have a, man, we don't need brown. We don't need a brown ink. We're going to have, as soon as we start figuring, I'm going to get the feel for this little adventure here and see what we think would be a good title. We're going to need at least 4 words for our title. And once we figure that out, then we can start figuring out the little decorations. Big to little, as usual. Another thing I want to try is buggering up this top thing so it looks like it's kind of ripped up. Because you know how books get at the top? They get kind of bent up at the corners. And these are definitely older books. And you could edge distress it, but I think it might be too much. Maybe just a little bit of folding, make it a little bit worn. Oh, it went to bed with its reader many times. Oh my gosh, this one definitely has notes in the margins. This book has been a friend to the friendless when they thought the world was against them. They made friends with the main character. Yep, I like a good book. Okay, so that's going to be that. Another thing you can do is do a couple layers underneath something, and so that one book stands out. I did that here. It doesn't really do too much, but on a bookcase, oftentimes one is close, comes out farther than the other. That will be fine with that. Let's go ahead and do you in a little blue also. Even though it's the wrong color blue, it's okay. We can always go over with a little gray. Yeah, there's no reason to sweat it. I'm not sure how the best way to age these. That's kind of a new thought. Just a little bit of aging though, I think is going to be good. Just on the corners. There we go. Oh, that's got a line, a word on it. There we go. Lop that guy off. We got some gray here. Okay, I'm pretty much just kind of in my zone here, so I don't know what else is going on. This one may actually have a little bit of personality coming to it. It may be a little too sterile and unused right now. I'm not sure if this book has been read, honest. You know, it just kind of seems like maybe nobody's read this one. Kind of a guidebook to somewhere that nobody wanted to go. And let's go ahead and just add, I think it's a little too clean. Too clean for my taste. Got to have a book with some character. We're going to go ahead and just pounce it a little bit. You know, I have one other idea to give it a little bit of character. And that is see if we can get a little bit of a line here. I don't want to go full 1/4 inch, so I'm going to line it up. I think that might help. I'm way overdoing this. That's okay though. I love it when I get to now this, my friends, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftette, is play. This is play. Adult play. When you don't know where you're going, but you kind of have a hunch. That doesn't do much, but I think I'm happy with it anyway. I'm thinking here. Just the corners. I just want them to look a little worn. Like somebody's loved them. Books are meant to, you know, I've thought, boy, wouldn't it be great to be able to write a book? And then the next thought is, but eventually it's going to be in the junk, and it's going to be, it's going to be in the bargain bin, and I don't know if I have the fortitude to handle something like that. So, not that I have any big book on my mind. You know what? I'm going back to gray for this gold. And they don't have to be terribly worn. I guess I'm setting limitations on myself. I don't have to. Oh, birthday cards for everybody at the staff. Oh, that would be really good, Rachel, as a librarian. I like that. I know I have a friend who is a librarian. I think there's several friends that are librarians. I think this would be a great birthday card. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that one anymore. I'm not. Oh, but that really could be just one more little thing. Just one. See if I can get that. Just so it has a look at your books and in your library and just see what they look like on a shelf. Maybe I'm missing it all together. I don't know. I might be. But I see what kind of tricks that you can add to make it look more bookish. Besides just titles and things. Okay, so we've got these. And now we can start bringing in the little pieces. And let's go ahead and not do individual. Okay, let me get this. Let's go ahead and just do a piece of this, and then we'll cut it down. Oh, I'm getting so inky, and it just makes me so happy. You could always do this in black too, because you could. Just because you could. There's no other reason. Okay. And, you know, if I wanted to overthink this a while, I'd just look at this for a while before I end up sticking things on, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do 2 of these lines down here and 1 at the top. And I think one of the tricks on this kind of deal is don't get too in a hurry to glue things down, because it just gets, you may want to change up something, and then if it's glued down, then it's a little harder. So just don't get in too big a hurry when you're putting your book spines into the shelf, so to speak. So there's that guy. He's already looking pretty good there. Mighty fine, looking mighty fine. Mr. Gray Book, what are we going to do with you? You know, I had that really pretty rose. Let's see. I think I'll use a littler piece of rose, but I think I'm gonna, even though it's the wrong color, I think I'm gonna use, because I'm just not gonna worry. You can always add ink to one or the other and change the world. I'm gonna, this pretty little rose is going on this book. So it kind of starts looking like junk journaling too. Ooh. Or mixed media maybe, I don't know. But definitely not just a card. Just becomes a little masterpiece. I love that. Where did I put my gray ink? Oh, for the love of Pete. See how you can start bending them too? And look how you can do that. And then you could put something in there. Like a little mouse. A little mouse would be very cute. Here, maybe I put it away. Because it seems like I did. And then we can start looking at that next to this and see where we want to put that. We'll just put that right there for now. Then we can decide what we want to add on that. And then we will say, what is this guy's story? How is he going to be defined? This guy he's got a little bit of standoutiness. He's like, doesn't fit in the crowd at all. So what is his story going to be? How is he going to work with this group? Ugh. Seriously, I don't know. We'll go ahead and move on. We'll just, I'm not feeling it. Let's see about this guy. This guy, we might want to bring in some of these colors again. And I think we will. So, but I think I'm going to age him a little bit. Not with blue, but with brown. Please remember, if you do like this content, to give us a thumbs up and share with your folks who like to craft. It is wonderful when you share. Ooh, look, an EKG. We can always come in on the ends then and just do the aging. We might just make this guy have 2 at the bottom. It's not quite. Isn't this fun? It's not going to use a lot of scraps, so don't go and buy a new 12-pack and say, "Oh, I'm going to do this." Kind of get that paper for this project. No, it's not. Nah, you don't. Yeah, I bet you you've got something you can work with. This one looks old. There we go. Looking kind of good. Now I got to figure out the title or the do. Let's see. What would this be a good set of titles? Let me see. From the bottom of my heart, you have a heart of gold. You have a heart. You have a heart. That's a great title for a book. You have a heart. And then of gold. No. I guess you could just make it all heart stuff, because if you have a stamp set that has all one theme, you could just do all of that. That's something different again. So maybe I'll just make them all have a heart theme. Why not? Why not, I say. You know, this one's kind of pretty too. Wonder where I can put him. He might be a background for a book or a title. Okay. All right. Look, I've got little pieces of some paper here, so we'll go ahead and use that. Which ones do I want? I'm so glad we're a thing. If I'm going to do hearts, I'm going to do hearts. You have the biggest heart. There's one. You make my heart happy. That's what the kindergarten teacher used to always say. From the bottom of my heart, you have a heart of gold. Okay, we'll go with those 4. Because we have 4 titles. We can do 4 titles. We can do 4 titles for the 4 books. Okay, we'll get that one straight here pretty soon. You know, you could also do this with, you could also do this with, make your books from gel plate. Ooh, that'd be pretty. You can make some gel plate. This is obviously not close to my heart stamp with close to my heart block. It didn't fit. But you could do like some of your background papers and make something with that. Okay, so what are we going to do for colors? Colors, colors, colors. Do we want black? Why not? We'll just start with black. Okay. From the bottom of my heart. Done. That's good. That was good stamping, Mary. Have you done that long? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, that's 1. That's going to be a pretty long title. What else did we have? You have Heart of Gold. That might go on the gold one. I know, that seems like kind of a layup. Okay. Boop. Doop, doop, doop. All the titles, it must have been from one publishing company. They all have the same font. That's kind of not right. I don't think I like that. So maybe I'm going to have to change it up. I'm just happy. Yeah, we may have to change that up. Caught myself going too mono font attic. Is that a word? When you only have one font, can't have it. It's too short for one font. Okay, we'll have to trim that. But you know, do all of them have to have a? Probably not. They don't all have to have a title, I suppose. From the bottom of my heart. You could just do, you could have, so we could do from my bottom, and that could be 1. And then this one, of my heart, you have a heart of gold, much love or something. I kind of like from the bottom as a book title. It just strikes of my humor, which is pretty juvenile sometimes. So I'm going for it. I think so. From the bottom. Oh, it's not my bottom. It's from the bottom. Okay, that sounds much better. From the bottom of my heart. But that's all one font again. Oh, the agony. The agony. From the bottom of my heart. Whoopsie. From the bottom of my heart. Of my heart. Love you. Best wishes. Miss you. Oh, sending you my sunshine. Oh, that would be a good one. One font though. I want different fonts. From the bottom of my heart. I miss you. I have a fur ball. 100% handmade. Enjoy the day. I saw that one. You are amazing. You're the best. You have a heart of gold. Maybe from the bottom. From the bottom. Yes. Pooey. I just have to make a decision. I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, you're amazing. You're the best. It's a different font, but it looks awfully similar. Oh no. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Oh, just say thank you. The book that is called Thank You, and that has a different font. Finally. That was way too hard. And we will do it in a different, we'll do it on a piece of pattern paper, and that will change it up too. And we can also change up those fonts that are driving me wacky by inking them. And they won't look the same, and then we'll put them on something else, and they'll look closer to something else. Not all one monogamous font. I don't think fonts are monogamous. Okay, so there we go. Let's just from the bottom, and then we could put that on. Let's just dirty it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Dirty it up with something. Let's dirty it up. Did I put that gray away again? Am I so good? No, I didn't. Okay. Good. I'm starting to feel like I wasn't myself putting things away. Okay, we're gonna make him real aged. Real aged. He's been in a lot of moving boxes. From the bottom of my heart. And we'll make you a different kind of thing too. We'll make you blue. And that still isn't going to help me too much, but you know, the person who gets this card, if anybody ever gets this card, will probably look at it for about 3 seconds, so it's okay. They're not going to say, oh, you used all the same font. What the heck? Didn't you have some ideas going on in your head? Okay, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You have a heart of gold. You don't want to stop at you have a heart. That would, unless it's somebody that's getting a new heart, which would be a fabulous thing. You have a heart. It is a good thing. It is. Let me just go with a little black. Blackety, 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 black. We did gray, we did blue. I don't even think I'm going to do anything on that one. This is not a job unless, if you don't want to get inky. We're inking all sorts of little things. And then we can switch that around. We can switch this one. No, that way it'll look like the font's different. Maybe on this one. Of my heart. There we go. We'll make them go, have to read upside down and backwards and forwards. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay. Okay, then we will put this guy on some background paper because we can, and that's going to make him stand up a little bit. Front and center, salute. So what book titles do you think? What book titles do you think you might want to make? Boy, you guys are chit-chatty. I haven't looked over there yet lately. What book titles do you think you might want to? Styles? Do you think you'll go kids? I wonder if you could do teenagers with cars and things. Oops, I made that a little long, didn't I? Okay, off with your head. There we go. Then we'll just finish up our decoration and we'll be good because I've done the hard part, which is obviously I struggled. Okay, well, let's go ahead and stick these guys down. Then we can think of a couple pretty things to add from the bottom. We don't have to make it sound like of the heart because, well, I don't know, maybe a heart, maybe a little heart. Of my heart. There we go. You know, titles are in different places too. So here, this one has a little rose. That's going to be pretty. Like I said, it's not going to use a lot of paper, but it's going to use some. And when I was making my first, I just went ahead and Googled book spines. And that's where I got some of the ideas for how to make them. We could even put this one this way. Let's do that. Is that gonna fit? Yeah. Let's change this one up so that nobody will know I have the same font. I'm such a worrier. You, we can change it. This is good. Have male. You have A. Oh no, just by an A by itself. You have, or you know, we could call it heart of gold too. Heart of gold. You have a heart of ink. You have a heart of ink. Does of gold fit? Yeah, if we do a little more surgery. We'll put of gold at the, there we go. Okie dokie. There we go. Now that makes it different too. Make sure I get it the right way. Of gold. Heart comes next. You have a heart. Up you go. Here's the A, I believe. Come on, darling. No, it's not. You have, there it is. Okay, that one's just little. I'm going to add it this way. Whoop! Jumping, eh? Goodness gracious. You have, we'll just put that and that. It's easier. Probably not right, but easier. I'm okay with that. Okay, you have a heart of gold. Thank you. Yeah, we're looking good. Just put those guys all on the bookshelf. Oh my gosh, I love that look. I just love this look. Okay, I do. This is a really good little piece too. I think I might want to use him on this guy because I don't love this guy. So I kind of want to cover him up. Make him have something pretty in his life. Make his life a little more attractive. Might add a little jewel to that one too. Leave that one up there, but stamp it. We'll just stamp something up there. Stampson. Stampson. Okay, so I've got these little dots. Those little dots, I have always loved a little set of dots. So I'll take him off though to do it. And I don't really want him to be super uber dark, so we'll go in, you could do silver too, that'd be pretty. Just do it like this. So it looks just like a little detail, and we'll echo it down here. Except once. Whoops, and crooked. Once and crooked. It's always good. And then this guy, he's, you know, he's kind of fancy. He needs something. He needs a little gold, shimmer. Oh, you know what I have? Oh, I know what I have. I do have something just made for him. So it's not the right color, but you know, it's okay. It's aged over the years. Some gold foil. Oh yeah. It's okay that it's rose gold and this is yellow gold. I'm not going to be picky. I can't be picky with this much ink on my fingers. And I'll put one up here. Ooh. Okie doke. Now the thing on this one, I don't want to lose the end. So we'll just stick some paper under it. There we go. And off it goes. Ooh, isn't that pretty on there? Something shiny. I'm thinking of parameters. Something shiny, that would be good. You needed that. You have a heart of gold. Maybe just a little gold something there. I think those are good looking books. I do, I like it. Now, can I make this guy a little crooked without causing too much trouble? I don't know. Let's see. We'll put him on last and we'll see how it works. If he doesn't fill the space, we'll just I'll just make him go a little crooked. I'm going to leave a little bit of space, I mean teeny tiny, just a whisker right there. And then I'm going to go from the other side. You could change this up into so many different styles, not just book title type things, but so many styles, and you could make them bright and so many fun things you can do with this. Okay, so if we put him right here, we can make this guy lean just a little bit. And that would give some extra interest. We love a little extra interest. So, you fella, you're going to snug up to this guy because you are now best friends on the bookcase. Got to have your books in order of friendships. Oh, Sherry, thank you. I know. The back of this is probably pretty decorated. Decorated like a 5-star general. I think that's mostly where it is. Good enough. All right, there we go. Now, what do you do to make any more on this? I don't know. Do you need any more on this? I don't. Maybe a little tie at the end. I don't know. I don't know if you need anything in particular besides a bookcase. Now, if you had a couple books going this way and then a couple going this way, you could put like a little flower vase or something. Wouldn't that be cute? And that would be great. So I don't know. I kind of had the same style here. This one I did add some black. I don't have any. I don't have a bookmark. So let me see if I can do a quick bookmark and then get this done for the night. I think I want it dripped over. So this is the one that has. So we'll stick him under there. And we'll just drip him over and we'll have some kind of dangle. I'm not sure what. It looks like a fireworks. But we'll add something there. Maybe a couple little beads. I don't know if I have any. I'm just going to put a little glue in the middle there so I can hold it down. And maybe that's just for a little interest. I don't know if you need anything else. Sure, he's sticking down though. Because a bookmark is a good thing, right? Except I do kind of want something on it. Not just a plain bookmark with a piece of ribbon. Maybe some gold. A little gold on the end. Ooh, yes. 14 karat gold bookmark. It's not going to stay, but that's okay. And then we could also put a couple over here. And maybe one right up here. I've got this sheet. Let's just get rid of it. There we go. Lots of beautiful, beautiful gold. 14 karat gold. Give them 2 so it sticks out better. Well, that one's gone, yay. All right, I've got I think that's it. I think that's my card. So let me see. Let me look at my little list. You want to make some of these cards, Janet? Cool. Oh, I'm glad you like it, TR. You like the books too, Ashley? Wonderful. Thank you, 5K. Let me see what else. Use random stamp or paper scraps. You're not going to use up your stash, so you don't have to buy anything new. Make the sentiment in the title, and like I over talked that one a lot, so you don't have to have that just make sense, but just all in a theme too. Try tilting a couple books or stacking them differently in different directions. Try adding some cardstock to a book to push it farther out. You'd have to do quite a few to make it look farther out. Some fun add-ons would include gold embossing, gems, ribbon for a bookmark, small stamped images, which I didn't add on here, small publisher images. So that's kind of what this is supposed to look like. You can do any style, any color, vintage, children's, modern novels. You could even have scrapbooks. I like using, what is that? I don't know what that says. I like using making mat to make the bookcase. I don't know. Oh, it was about bringing in the mat and having the mat behind there. I do like the mat behind there. Inking the edge of the books because it makes them look more shadowy and it gives them some dimension and a little tiny bit of roundness, not much. Make book part of the, oh, I made that part of the flap so it looked like, and you could do dumb things like it's in the books. You could do all sorts of dumb sayings that work really well with books. Happy birthday to you. It could be that. You can have happy anniversaries. Another birthday is in the books. Another chapter has begun. I was thinking about making a PDF of different ideas, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, but you can go over to the Fun University Lounge and tell us what you think would make a good, some good titles and some good insides and some outsides. You can also make the titles not with stamps, but with, on your computer. And then you can change the fonts. And you can also make it, say different, just very personal things that you think would work. Yes, Sherry Bradley, that is a good idea. Try to use foam to raise the books up. Yep, that's a good idea too. I was just kind of flying blind, and that's a great idea. So, yep, now it's your turn to make it better. So, I got you started. I want to see what you do. We do want to thank our beautiful, beautiful patrons. Our big funders, which are not big funders anymore, they're called Club Fun because we changed your benefits, Club Fun, and so that you now have a private Facebook group where it's already happening over there. It's pretty fun. It is primarily for scrapbooking, but as today we discovered we have some people that don't want to scrapbook, and that's fine. They happen to like junk journals and things like that, so we can do all that stuff in there, and I think it's going to be a great place to hang out. So our big funders, aka Club Fun, is Rachel Castle, thank you so much. Janet Flanagan, thank you so much. Kim W, Vicki Emerson, Vicki Emerson, if you're watching this, I need to talk to you. Vicki Ruda, Jackie Rip, Leslie Herman, Gay Robeson, and Sue Masoner. Join us over there. We do have a crop every month, and it's all going to be and it's our gamified scrapbooking, and it's not like Fun University. It's just not. It's like we took the components of Fun University and shook it up and made it into a complete program, and it's very cool. It's very cool. Very cool. It's just getting started. It's not complete right now, but it's going to be complete by the end of the month. So you will be able to do all those things. Our fun supporters, I would love to just hang out with each one of you, and same with our fun friends. I would just love to hang out with all of you. Can't, but man, I really appreciate you. And be sure to look on your Patreon page because we have a back scenes Craftermath of episode 68 with a special guest. So if you haven't gotten a chance to look over that on Patreon, our Patreon page, that's there waiting for you. What else? That's for all members. Thursday, we will talk about proximity again and A2 size cards, how that works out. We did the square cards last week. We're going to do A2 size cards this week. And then our guest this week is Carrie Rhodes on Craft Roulette number 69, and looking forward to it. So we have a good week ahead of us with crafting and you. So, we can just go to this now. Yes. Yes, we can do this because we're giving ourselves some time, and we're giving ourselves some crafty time because we like crafting, and I think that's okay. It helps us be creative. It helps us have some outlet. We don't have that that gnawing feeling that we want to make something because we get to make stuff. So make some stuff, share it on the Fun University Lounge Facebook page. We'd love to see it. There's some action going on. it's kind of building up a little momentum. I like seeing that. And what else? I don't know. I don't know. But just have some fun with paper, you know? Don't make it too hard. Make it some fun. Just go out there and have a good time. Love you all, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.